Well, hi. It's been a while, I know. We've been traveling since April 2nd. So I've got some great ideas for traveling with less and with less stress. I also have a story to tell you all. It occurred on our recent trip to Thailand to visit family. We were not prepared for what happened. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jessica with Our Minimal Home. My husband and I have been living in Georgia for about a year and a half with our two boys, ages 7 and 9. And in our move, we got rid of 80% of our stuff. And every month, it seems we continue to get rid of more and more things to live a clutter-free life. I can't wait to share some traveling tips with you today. So back in April, we took our boys on their very first flight. Everyone was pretty excited about this trip. We were going to visit family we hadn't seen in 6 months. But it was a trip to Thailand. So our boys got to experience a pretty long flight for their first trip. Here are a few must-haves for our boys for a long trip and for the short ones as well. The boys love to draw and color, so having a new coloring book and drawing pad and pencils was a necessity. We also brought along some Game Boy-like controllers as well as their Nintendo Switch. We don't allow them to play often, so this was a really big treat for them. They mainly use these in the airports, mainly because our flights were at night and they just watched a movie before getting some much needed rest. For those shorter flights, tablets were great for watching movies and gaming. We did get the boys some new headsets. They had outgrown their old ones. These were noise canceling, so they really helped us on our long flights when we had all of the little ones on our plane. Now for your carry-ons, these are for longer trip necessities. Make sure you drink that H2O the day before like a champ. Also, while you're on the plane. This helps you not to get dehydrated. Now I have a rose water spray from the company Frownies just to keep my face hydrated because you really get dehydrated on those flights. And my skin needs all the help it can get. Now this leads me to lip care. Make sure that you have some kind of chapstick, or we use an Aquaphor lip balm, and that works amazing. I did bring those disposable toothbrushes for all of us, and of course the flossing wand. I also brought Kleenex because that air is always dry and it really dries your nose out. This bag is perfect for all of our cords and our portable chargers. Also make sure that you are getting up to move in that flight, just so you can prevent any kind of blood clots. I also bought all of us compression socks. Now the boys and I wore them, and when I didn't wear them on one flight, I could tell a big difference. This will also help you to prevent blood clots. Another safety precaution could be that you could get AirTags for your kids. I tried getting some, but they would have come in too late, so I didn't get to use that. But that is a great idea while traveling. Make sure you have sanitizing wipes and hand sanitizer to keep all those germs at bay. Now our second son has celiac disease, so he cannot have any kind of gluten whatsoever. So this can get really tricky. We made sure that the airlines knew that he needed a gluten-free meal for every meal on the plane. We made sure that we packed an entire suitcase full of all of his snacks, his foods, his go-tos, and that was the best decision that we made. I got this hanging divider from Target that worked perfectly for the boys' clothes. I was able to fold them up small and put them in each of the little pouches. And then we got to our destination. I just hung it up in the closet and they went and got their clothes. This was so convenient. And if you want to do it with your own clothes, go for it. Also make sure that you fold your clothes properly to fit in your suitcase. All right, now for our story. Now, before we landed for our 10-hour layover in Istanbul, Turkey, we were on our descent. Our eldest son was not feeling well, so he ended up getting sick on our landing. Now, we were not prepared. We didn't have anything to catch anything. So that was a hot mess. Then, while we were at the gorgeous Istanbul airport, our gluten-free child had some ice cream at McDonald's, which in America is usually gluten-free. Well, an hour or two later, we realized he had definitely had gluten. So he ended up getting sick for quite a while before our next flight. But thankfully, somebody gave us a few bags for both boys. So that was a great experience for all of us. We ended up using Ziploc baggies and putting grocery bags over it, just in case we had another episode. And sure enough, on our way back to America, we went to Istanbul again. Both got sick again. So those came in very handy and made it so much better. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon.